Hey, what's up, guys? So, this is a video I've been wanting to redo for a while because the first time I did this video, it was terrible. First of all, I did this video like 10 months ago, and there were a lot of things wrong with it. That was back when I didn't have, I wouldn't say proof, it was just, I didn't kind of have the motivation. I was bald, I had a bald head, and everything. And I wasn't really into the series quite like that. So, Oshinoko Incest Explained remastered version. So, this is the remastered version of a video that I made about 10, 11, maybe even a year ago. So, let's get started. So, let's talk about the incest in Oshinoko. Now, a lot of you are asking this video saying, where does it come from? Now, let's talk about it. So, first off, I think we should talk about, you could probably skip this part, but I think we should talk about my placement in the Oshinoko community. So, I gotta be honest, when Oshinoko first came out, I didn't bat an eye at it. I said, oh, this show looks boring. I mean, yeah, the first episode was captivating, but it didn't really catch me as an anime I would like to watch. Like, oh, dancing and idols? I don't like that. Why would I like that? Until chapter 123 came out. The infamous chapter that changed the entire Oshinoko community. The chapter that God himself crafted with his hands. That's right. I only got an Oshinoko because of the incest. That's literally not even a joke. I only got an Oshinoko because of the incest. That's not a joke at all. And, but anyway, let's get back to the main topic. So, where does Oshinoko place in the time? No, where does incest place in the Oshinoko timeline? Where does it start? Where is it currently? So, let's go. So, I would say up until chapter 121, there wasn't really heavy incest. I mean, there was barely any incest. Any. Like, I mean, there's that reference all the way back when Aqua and Ruby were kids where they said they were like, where I believe it was Aqua said there was something like these two gods that were brother and sister that they dated. You probably know what I'm talking about, where he said we're like somebody and somebody who they were both brother and sister and they were together, the gods they were talking about. But other than that, there was really nothing. Until chapter 123. Chapter 123. Well, Sensei, I'm way past 16 now. Dude, I mean, what else can I say about that chapter? So, in this chapter, Aqua and Ruby, they confess all this stuff to each other. And the ending of the chapter is kind of, we don't know, like, I don't think we ever will know what happened after that ending where Ruby says, well, Sensei, I'm past 16 now. And then chapter 124 came out with that crazy start. Hey, bro, give me your juice. And we don't know what happened in between chapter 123 and 124. We don't know. Something could have happened. Probably not, because I'll get to it later. The kiss, I'll get to that later. But the author did something. People ask, why is incest so heavy in the Oshinoko community these days? So, I've talked about incest in the show. Well, hold on. I'll get to that. So, I'm going to stick to the incest in the show. So, then, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Chapter 143, I believe it was, came out. Where the kiss happened between Aqua and Ruby. And you saw, everybody see my video. It's God's gift. As somebody who only got into Oshinoko because of the incest, listen, I've read... So, Domestic Girlfriend really fucked me up through incest manga, even though step siblings, that's, if you ask me, that's fair game. But Domestic Girlfriend fucked me up with that ending because it's just a terrible ending. Nobody should have to... If you could take one thing away from this video, don't read Domestic Girlfriend. Anyways, I would say incest manga for me, I've read them all, you know, when a ciscon brother and a brocon sister become honest, true love. If you're watching this video and you like that brother and sister type shit, read when a ciscon brother and a brocon sister become honest. And true love. Well, true love, they're not really siblings. That's not revealed to the end. They're not even step siblings, believe it or not. But when a ciscon brother and a brocon sister become honest, they're real. That's a good one too. I mean, the ending, a lot of people don't like the ending, but I like the ending. Anyways, yeah, then chapter 143 came out. And it changed. Now, I think we could probably see a little bit more in these next couple chapters, maybe. I mean, I only got no Oshinoko because of the incest. So, alright. So, I've talked about incest in the show itself. I mean, in the manga itself. Let's talk about incest in the community. Now, like any anime fanbase, there's always been a forbidden ship. You know, not on no fucking Jujutsu Kaisen where half the ships in that show that the fans push are fucking illegal. I'm talking about the Aqua Ruby ship. Now, I ship them, but I didn't start shipping them until chapter 123 and 124. But let's talk about it in the community. Now, even before chapter 124 and 123 came out, that Aqua Ruby ship was always there. I mean, first of all, you look at their main story, which Aqua and Ruby, you know, they were two people who were in love in their past life. And I know a lot of people want to say, oh, well, that's purely speculation on Aqua's part. We don't know how he really feels. Fuck you. Eat a dick. Secondly, oh, I don't think Aqua loves Ruby that way. Fuck you. Anyways. Now, that ship has always been there. Aqua Ruby has always been there. And there were lovers, there were people who loved each other in their past life, and people still wanted to drop the manga after 143 came out because of that. As if this shit wasn't predicted from the first chapter. If you read, like, go back and watch the anime. If you watch episode 1, it's so clear that something's gonna happen between Aqua and Ruby. Like, just from their basic introductions alone as their past lives, that was obviously something was going to happen there. And I just can't wait for chapter 123 and 124 and 143 to be animated. I want to see anime only's reactions to those chapters so bad. Because Oshinoko isn't like fucking Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not getting reaction videos to the chapter weekly from a lot of YouTubers. Anyways, let's get back to the main point. The Aqua Ruby ship has always been there. But when chapter 123 and 124 came out, all bets were off. I would say before chapter 123 and 124 came out, the incest was maybe 40 to... no, I can't even say that. I'd say it was maybe 20 to 80. 20% shipped them, 80% didn't. But when those 2 chapters came out, oh, it spiked. I would say 95% of the community is now incest shippers. And I'll tell you why. It's because of what the author did. So for those of you who don't know, when chapter 123 and 124 came out, the author took a 2-month break from the manga. So she let that shit prosper and grow in those 2 months. It built it up. You know? It's built it up. And that's why most of the community these days, unless you're an anime only, are incest shippers. And that's where all the incest comes from, right there. Because of this 2-month break. And this is not even a joke. This is why there is so much incest in the community, because of this 2-month break. Like, the author took a 2-month break. And that's where we're at now. Chapter 143. Well, we're actually on 144, I believe, now. But there was not a lot of incest in that chapter. But, yeah, that's the incest explained in Oshinoko. Take care.